The number 2 recruit in the nation, 3rd leading scorer on the team. She is not in the lineup this evening.
Yeah, Madison Green steps up, a 6th-year member of this Buckeyes team that has stayed despite battling many injuries. They said it's not going to be a panic with throwing her in the lineup.
We are underway from the Bryce Jordan Center this afternoon, and the aforementioned Madison Green will take the ball first here at Buckeyes. And with the white lettering as Petty pulls a mid-range, Merkel will grab the board, and for the Lady Lions, it's the white jerseys with the blue lettering. Lady Lions going right to left. Buckeyes going left to right. Campbell from the top over to Elliott. Grace Hall in the starting lineup for another consecutive game here. Jayla Oden not in the starting lineup. One of the consistent starters for Keeger. 5 on the shot clock. Merkel just going to...
And McMahon's going to be, already the leading scorer, but relied upon a little bit extra with Cambridge out of the lineup like we talked about. Need to get those points. Cambridge had 15.4 per game coming into the day. Got to find them elsewhere.
Murray had a lane. Campbell open 3. Campbell off the iron. Too much mustard. Green across the timeline. Green pushes the pace a little bit here. McMahon now all 6 of the Buckeyes points here in the first 2 minutes of this one. And UCLA, and hasn't gotten any easier. They had USC, UCLA, and now Ohio State. All 3 teams unbeaten in conference play. All 3 teams amongst the top 10 in the country.
And you look at that last game against UCLA, number 1 team in the country, and it's a 16-point loss for Penn State. But this was a Nittany Lion team that was leading at the end of the first quarter. One bad quarter against the number 1 overall team. They got outscored by 16 in the second quarter and just could never recover. But
Murray flirted with the look from beyond the arc. Murray pulls a lot, something that Coach Keeger has emphasized with her this season. And this one intercepted, goes back the other way. Gray's going to push the pace now here for the Scarlet and Gray. McMahon on a nifty feed. They find the open look. Theory all alone. Now Petty has the board. Petty working down low in the post end. Goes in and props a timeout from Keeger. The Buckeyes are rolling here. Back in here. Lady Lions getting their anchor back in. See another look at this one. Time expiring on the shot clock. Didn't matter. Gray got all of it. And that one going to get called for an off-ball foul here on Asia Petty. So gives Merkel a chance to check back in here. And the inbound set to come from Tamir Johnson. Johnson to Elliott. Elliott, the Michigan State, into miscommunication with Theory there. And it'll go back the Lady Lions' way. Now this drought has lasted over 4.5 minutes. This is a Buckeyes defense we talked about in the open, Justin. They are just tough to find answers to.
Yes, they are, and this is an Ohio State team that's certainly going to end up fighting for a national title. They have been so good all season long, and they're flexing their muscle.
Campbell was driving down low. She'll draw the foul from McMahon on the eve of a national championship.
Able to make that shot go awry.
Oden down low. Oden all by herself, couldn't get it. Merkel second chance. Gracie Merkel cleanup on Iowa. That's a bucket.
Yeah, and I think the last couple of possessions we've seen Penn State just go straight to the rim. They're not looking for the extra passes, not going as far into the shot clock, and it's, gotten them a couple of points, or at least a couple of good looks as well.
Petty just goes for the mid-range, won't land. Talia Walker with
Mila, that gives Penn State the extra possession. See the head official explaining the issue there, but Penn State, you've got to do stuff with these extra possessions. You've got to figure out how to get some more points on the board. You said it, making a little bit of a push towards the end of this first quarter.
Campbell inbound. Merkel has it. Now Merkel feed Murray. Murray pulls a 3. Murray going for back-to-back for the blue and white, but it won't land.
Mila, that gives Penn State the extra possession. See the head official explaining the issue there, but Penn State, you've got to do stuff with these extra possessions. You've got to figure out how to get some more points on the board. You said it, making a little bit of a push towards the end of this first quarter.
Campbell inbound. Merkel has it. Now Merkel feed Murray. Murray pulls a 3. Murray going for back-to-back for the blue and white, but it won't land. To go here in the first quarter. Buckeyes up by 6. Green try to facilitate one last look here before time expires in the first. Lamila was alone beyond the arc, but she fed it to McMahon. McMahon spins around. McMahon. A nifty bucket there for the All Big Ten first teamer. Walker tries to push the pace at the end there. See if she can have a basket. But 18-10 is how the first quarter comes to a close. The Buckeyes around 65.8% from the charity stripe. First one rattles off the iron. Has had a really strong season to this point. Team's leading scorer, 16.5 points per game. Goes 0 for 2 there from the line. So as just mentioned before, that's a good foul from Allie Campbell on her side of things.
Never let them get the easy two.
Hall, long-ranging feed to Elliott. Elliott pulls a three. Elliott won't connect, but Walker, hustle play, able to snag. Makes it look easy, does Grace Hall. The Illinois native saw the opportunity, just took it, and all of a sudden this lead for the Buckeyes has trimmed down to just 3. 18-15 with 7:30 to go here in the second quarter. And the Lady Lions starting to meet the Buckeyes, and foul called here. They're bringing the fight to them here at one point. The lead got out as far Nittany Lions' way. Hall looking for something. They'll get it up and over the timeline on the long feed to Elliott. Elliott goes down low, and it'll go back the Buckeyes' way.
Now here's that transition game that we were talking about, but Penn State, they're getting back even when they are having to play in transition. Not something they were doing early on, and there another shot attempt that gets taken down.
As Justin said perfectly, looking for the adjustment to the adjustment. Can he and the Buckeyes find it? As the Lady Lions have found a little bit of a game. We were talking about it during the break. Felt like Ohio State was in the driver's seat, but this is a blue and white squad that has brought a lot of fight to top opponents this season, and Buckeyes not out of that as well. Number 9 team in the country so far. Lady Lions within 1 point. It was Oden returning for her first time in 2 games, kind of quarterbacking things at the top of the key. Now Campbell's got it. The native of Toontown. With under 5 on the shot clock, Oden puts up a triple. Jayla Oden, welcome back. And a quick answer back for the Buckeyes. Did not take long there.
Yeah, Penn State caught sleeping after the big three-pointer. Got to get back on defense.
Through under 10 on the shot clock. And now foul called here.
Foul on number 12, Jayla
Again
Oden.
on Jayla Oden. So
Her first, team 4.
4th foul here on the Lady Lions. The veteran Green inbounds. And again in this afternoon as the Buckeyes without their 3rd leading scorer and one of the top recruits in the 6-25. Ebony Walker has it. Ebony puts up the floater. Merkel gets the board. It's a 6-0 run for the Lady Lions and a scoring drought for the Buckeyes over 2 minutes. Oden goes down low. Oden draws the foul. And the Lady Lions have the lead on the number 9 ranked team in the country. And it's their first lead in this afternoon's tilt. And another look at this one. Walker got it to go here in the first half, trying to go into the locker room with a lead against a top 10 opponent. Cody McMahon. Now over to Gray. Gray, the mid-range, won't land. Oden now with under a minute to go here in the half. Swing pass. Campbell wasn't ready, caught off guard, just able to get back in time to haul it in. McMahon was lurking, ready for the steal. She's got a couple already this afternoon. Oden won't land, but the blue and white answer back in a big way. At one point it was a 12-point deficit and piloted by a lot of hustle. Ladies like Talia Walker and Jayla Oden, who have the blue and white up 30-27. And Justin, that was a really impressive second quarter.
Yeah, and I think what you saw in that second quarter was Penn State being able to play more of their brand of basketball while also emulating a little bit of Ohio State's. Like we play some
Strong for the Scarlet and Gray. Campbell now to Hall. Hall still got it. Now under 10 on the shot clock. Murray looks for Campbell to set the pick. Now Campbell, ranging feed. Merkel with Petty, going to have to grapple for it. Just a quick one over. Swatted back around. Hall's got it. Fresh shot clock. Now back. Elliott. And down low. Elliott gets it to go. 35-32.
Biggest three of this game so far.
Merkel can't haul it in on the feed from Murray. It's something that Coach Keeger's talked about a lot, that have to make the adjustment. Merkel, 6'6", a threatening presence down low, but part of the challenge is working with the shorter players. You have to feed it up a little bit higher, and you got to get comfortable with that and hitting your mark there and just trusting Merkel to haul it in. She's made some nice catches down low today, but that one won't connect. Now back the other way. Buckeyes. Family has to hear a loved one has been diagnosed with Alzheimer's disease. For more information, go to patsummit.org. Back at you here from the Bryce Jordan Center. Murray contested three. Murray, no diggity, no doubt. Mariah Murray, 42-38 as Penn State trims it. And now the Lady Lions, within 4 of the number 9 team in the country. They led at half, but how do they adjust to a Buckeyes offense that has been their lead? 45-44. It's a 7-0 run for the blue and white. And just like that, they flipped the switch. Mariah Murray, 12 points, 4 threes, and Jayla Oden, some nifty passing. Another look at that Murray three. Unbelievable. Blue and white up out front, 45-44. 44 the score with 3:58 to go in the third quarter. Dylan Price, Justin Chevalella got a really nice afternoon for her. Murray looks for an outlet. Under 3 to go now here in the third. And under 10 on the shot clock, now down to 5. Campbell looks for something. Campbell feed. Elliott swiped away by Theory. Ball on the ground. McMahon's going to get it. Theory, quick fire feed to Watson. Watson brings it forward. And now Green intercepts the pass. Oden punched out by Watson. Good play there from Watson with the Lady Lions having numbers going downhill. Downhill offense has worked well for the Lady Lions tonight. And there's Watson, one of the true freshmen on the squad, punches it out. Watson, 63 points per game, about 16 minutes on average, 24 steals. It's Green, though, who's in the face of Oden. As Oden inbound and now back across the timeline. About 1:15 to go in the third and counting. And they've got over 15, now under 15 on the shot clock to work with here. They can kind of take their time and draw up a play. Down by just 2 against the number 9 ranked team in the country. Mariah Murray over to Oden. Oden now under 3 on the shot clock. They milked it down. Merkel gets the board. Merkel on the putback.
Merkel!
Just so lethal down low is Merkel. And she's starting to make her presence felt in the afternoon. It's her first trip to the line. 51-50 now the score, as we're just under 5 seconds away from the end of the quarter. A couple subs in here. Ebony Walker will come in, as will Tamir Johnson. Allie Campbell and Cody McMahon will come out for just some extra rest here as we head to the end of the third. Under 5 seconds to go. Also some more speed on the court as Johnson can go and go quickly. It's Justin Chevalella with you here on Big Ten Plus. Big Ten Plus, no plus like home for the conclusion of this one. As we kick off the fourth quarter of what has been a thrilling back and forth contest to this point. Oden, who has been a spark plug for this offense and on the defensive side of things today, gets it around. Merkel puts it in, and Merkel up to 12 on the afternoon. She's got 12 points, 7 boards. Been a hard-to-stop presence down low for the Buckeyes. And Penn State 56-51.
They just have been getting it done in a variety of different ways. Now the Buckeyes are as well. It's not just Cody McMahon. They've had a nice presence from their entire bench as well and the entire starting rotation. But right now, Penn State just showing more might and power.
Merkel gets the board. Has to kind of cut by Petty to keep it. Long feed from Merkel to Elliott. Murray all alone on the far side, didn't see her. Now Campbell's got it. Campbell goes down low, falling forward, can't get it to go. 56-51, but net. Chance Gray, she's now up 18 points on the afternoon, and she evens the score 56-56. Gray now the leading scorer. McMahon trying to keep this little run going here for the Buckeyes. She's got Elliott and Campbell near her. She goes down low. McMahon draws the foul. On the contrary, it's a charge. McMahon and McGuff irate.
Fouls on number 32.
McMahon took it herself to go. Even at 56. Gracie Merkel, who nearing a double-double, has checked out. In is Grace Hall. Provides a little bit more speed for the Lady Lions. Maybe what they're trying to do to counteract that full court press. Elliott, under 5 on the shot clock. Hall just going to have to look for something and put it up. Elliott nearly had the second chance, but now back the other way for the Buckeyes. Gray, team's leading scorer, quarterbacking things. She's got it now. Near side, under 4 to go in the fourth. Oden down low, under 5 to go on the shot clock. Walker tried to go for the board, and foul called on the aforementioned.
See Penn State getting Allie Campbell the ball, but 1 of 5 shooting today after having 4 straight games of 10-plus points. Just doesn't have the confidence, put up the shot, had the extra pass, so then Penn State loses it. And on Petty down there.
Elliott on the far side, no points in over 6 minutes for Penn State. And right on cue, they break the skid, 58-56. Now on the other side, almost 4 minutes without points for the Buckeyes. They got to answer back. Penn State back out front now at home, seeking an upset. 58-56, they're in the lead. McMahon, feed to Petty. Petty wrapped around 3 Lady Lions in front of her, and a foul called. Chance to catch her breath. 1:52 to go. Penn State up by 1. Murray, catch and shoot. Murray puts one up off the side of the glass, but a board from Elliott. And Elliott on cleanup duty's got it. 60-57. The Bryce Jordan Center crowd getting into it, and McGuff will take a timeout. It's a 3-point advantage for Penn State. They're looking for the upset. They're looking for their first big 5.5 minutes. It's a drought for the Buckeyes. 60-57 the score, as the Buckeyes have been perfect all season long. They had a threat from Wisco on Thursday, survived 80-69. Able to pull that one out in Madison. But right now here, with 70 seconds to go, they find themselves trailing by 3, and Penn State's got the ball with 12 seconds to work on the shot clock. And Penn State, they have not won a game in the calendar 6 minutes. They need one here to keep this within striking distance and try to preserve their unbeaten season. Under 45 to go in regulation. And now a foul called here on Hall against McMahon.
Fouls on number 7.
And Murray and Merkel head to the scoring table.
Her third.
They check in for Hall here, and Murray comes in. Talia Walker. McMahon will head to the line to try to bring this within just. Elliott was cutting inside there. There's a second line of defense if Merkel didn't haul it in. Merkel did haul it in, but draws the foul regardless. So only 0.1 off the clock. And Oden will inbound in just a moment here. You'll see another look.
They're just trying to get through to get that defense on Merkel. They knew the ball was going to go to her. Might not be the worst play there from Theory to tie it up and make Penn State have to inbound again. They had some tough looks when inbounding.
39-7 on the clock. Pivotal moment here. They'll see if it went off. A Lady Lions hit double touch. Talia Walker was there on defense. What a moment, what a play from the freshman. And now Allie Campbell will inbound. 21.4 seconds left to be exact. Shot clock back on 20 seconds. Campbell. The feed to Oden, tipped up.
Question from Gray, good 6 feet or so behind the arc, maybe a little more than that. And one heck of a block from Talia Walker. I mean, we just talked about the hustle play on the other end, and gets up and blocks it Ohio State could have gone for 2, and then the quick foul. They opt for the three-pointer, the long-range three-pointer too, and a good defensive play from Walker makes it backfire.
Elliott trying to chew time off the clock. Still hasn't been fouled. Under 7. McMahon's got it, though.